Have you ever wondered about the laws that regulate felons possessing firearms in Texas? It's a topic that might seem obscure but holds immense importance in the grand scheme of societal safety and individual rights. Before we set out on this journey, we must make it clear that this video is for informational purposes only, and does not constitute legal advice. Today we're setting out on a journey to explore the complex and often misunderstood world of firearm laws in Texas, particularly those pertaining to felons. Understanding these laws is not just crucial for felons but also for the general public. Why? Because knowledge is power. It empowers us to make informed decisions, to understand the boundaries of our actions, and to contribute to a safer society. So whether you're a law student, a curious mind, or someone affected by these laws, this exploration promises to shed light on the intricacies of Texas firearm laws for felons. Buckle up and get ready to delve deeper into the intricate world of Texas firearm laws. To fully comprehend the intricacies of the Texas laws for felons owning firearms, one must first gain an understanding of the fundamental firearm laws. The right to bear arms in the United States is enshrined in the Second Amendment to the Constitution, stating, "The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." Nonetheless, this right isn't absolute, and has been subjected to various interpretations and restrictions over time. A federal scale, the Gun Control Act of 1968 bars certain categories of individuals, such as convicted felons, fugitives, drug addicts, and those with restraining orders or domestic violence convictions, from possessing firearms. This act also handles the regulation of interstate commerce in firearms and ammunition. Shifting our attention to the Lone Star State, Texas, renowned for its sturdy gun culture and relatively lenient gun laws, we see a different scenario. In Texas, adults are allowed to purchase rifles, shotguns, and handguns without a permit. The newly introduced law HB 1927 even allows for open carry without a license to carry, or LTC, adding to Texas's reputation for permissive gun laws. Texas law also includes a castle doctrine, which permits a person to use deadly force in self-defense without the obligation to retreat when their home is invaded. This law extends to your vehicle and workplace. Despite these broad allowances, restrictions remain in place. For instance, carrying a firearm is forbidden in schools, polling places, courts, racetracks, within 1,000 feet of a place of execution on the day of execution, or in secure areas of airports. Felons in Texas are also restricted from gaining ownership of firearms until 5 years after their sentence, inclusive of probation or parole, has been served. Moreover, the firearm must remain within the confines of the felon's residence. With these fundamental principles laid out, we can delve into the specifics of felons and firearm possession within the borders of Texas. Let's pivot our focus to the federal laws that govern felons possessing firearms. At the heart of this discussion is an act that was passed over half a century ago, the Gun Control Act of 1968. This federal law prohibits certain individuals known as prohibited persons from owning firearms. Among the list of prohibited persons are felons, individuals convicted of a crime punishable by imprisonment for more than a year. Why such a law, you might ask? The rationale is straightforward: to prevent firearms from falling into the hands of those most likely to misuse them. The Gun Control Act of 1968 aims to curb gun violence by limiting access to firearms among those with a criminal history. Now let's explore the penalties for violating these federal laws. They're quite severe, to put it mildly. A felon found in possession of a firearm can face up to 10 years in federal prison. Yes, you heard that right, 10 years. And that's not all. If the felon has 3 or more prior convictions for violent felonies or serious drug offenses, they're subject to a minimum mandatory sentence of 15 years under the Armed Career Criminal Act. And it's worth noting that the definition of firearm under federal law is quite broad. It includes any weapon that expels a projectile by the action of an explosive, the frame or receiver of any such weapon, any firearm muffler or silencer, or any destructive device. This means that even items that may not typically be thought of as firearms could potentially land a felon in hot water if they're caught in possession of them. So what does this all mean? The federal laws draw a clear line. If you're a felon, owning a firearm is off limits, and violating these laws can lead to serious consequences. Now that you understand the federal perspective, let's see how Texas handles this issue. Texas, known for its unique approach to many laws, has its own take on felons owning firearms. Let's dive into the specifics. In the Lone Star State, the laws regulating firearm possession by felons are outlined primarily in the Texas Penal Code, Section 46.04. This section states that a person who's been convicted of a felony commits an offense if he or she possesses a firearm, A, after conviction and before the 5th anniversary of the person's release from confinement following conviction of the felony, or the person's release from supervision under community supervision, parole, or mandatory supervision, whichever date is later, or B, after the period described by paragraph A, at any location other than the premises where the person lives. So what does this mean in simple terms? Well, the law is essentially divided into 2 parts. The first part states that for 5 years following a felon's release, owning a firearm is a no-go. This 5-year rule is unique to Texas and is often a source of debate. The second part of the law kicks in after these 5 years have passed. It allows a felon to possess a firearm, but only on the premises where they live. This means a felon, 5 years after release, can have a firearm in their home, but nowhere else. Texas's approach to this issue is nuanced. On one hand, it acknowledges that individuals who have paid their debt to society should have the chance to regain their rights, including the right to self-defense. On the other hand, it takes a cautious approach, restricting the locations where a firearm can be possessed. The law, like many others, is a balance between public safety and individual rights. It's not perfect and is often the subject of intense debate, but it represents Texas's attempt to navigate this complex issue. With this understanding of Texas laws, it's time to see how these laws are enforced. Laws are only as effective as their enforcement. This axiom holds true, especially in the case of firearm laws. In Texas, the enforcement of firearm laws involves a multi-tiered approach, spearheaded by local law enforcement agencies and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, often referred to simply as the ATF. Local law enforcement agencies, such as the Sheriff's Department and the police, play a crucial role in enforcing these laws. Their responsibilities include conducting background checks, responding to reports of illegal firearm possession, and arresting individuals who violate the law. These agencies work tirelessly to ensure that the laws are upheld and that the community is safeguarded from potential harm. The ATF, a federal agency, also plays a significant role in the enforcement of firearm laws in Texas. Their mission is to protect communities from violent criminals, criminal organizations, the illegal use and trafficking of firearms, as well as the illegal use and storage of explosives. The ATF works closely with local law enforcement to investigate violations of firearm laws, particularly those involving felons. Now let's talk about the penalties for violating these laws. If a felon is found in possession of a firearm, the consequences can be severe. Under Texas law, it's a 3rd-degree felony, which carries a penalty of 2 to 10 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. If the felon has been convicted of a violent crime or a crime involving a family member, the penalties can be even more stringent. However, it's essential to note that the enforcement process isn't just about penalties. It's also about rehabilitation and preventing future crimes. Many convicted felons who have served their time are eager to reintegrate into society, and understanding the enforcement process can help them steer clear of potential violations. In conclusion, the enforcement of firearm laws in Texas is a comprehensive process involving multiple entities. It's a delicate balance of prevention, punishment, and rehabilitation aimed at ensuring the safety and well-being of all Texans. Knowing the enforcement process is crucial to fully understanding the implications of these laws. We've traversed quite a bit of terrain today, wouldn't you agree? We set out with the fundamentals of firearm laws, a subject that, although intricate, is vital. It serves as a bedrock for comprehending the bigger picture. From there, we delved into the federal outlook on felons possessing firearms, a theme brimming with subtleties and legal complexities. We then shifted our viewpoint to our local region, honing in on the Texas perspective. We've observed the distinct differences between Texas and federal laws and how these variations can profoundly influence the lives of felons residing in the Lone Star State. Our journey concluded with an exploration of enforcement, spotlighting the indispensable role of law enforcement agencies in implementing these laws. This voyage, while enlightening, is just a small piece of the puzzle. The objective here is not merely to educate felons, but to enlighten the public at large. A better understanding of these laws can result in a society that is both more informed and safer. Remember, knowledge is power, and recognizing the law can help build a more secure community for everyone. Your thoughts matter to us. We'd love to hear your opinions on the video and the laws we've examined. Were you familiar with these laws? Do you agree with them? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you found this content and wish to deepen your knowledge, ensure you like this video, follow our channel, and subscribe to stay in tune with all our latest uploads. We pledge to continue delivering informative videos like this one. Together, let's contribute to a more knowledgeable and safer society.